Welcome to today's episode of How to Pass Medical Coding Exams Without Formal Schooling. If you are consider becoming a medical coder but thought you need formal schooling or a degree to get started, think again. The requirement to take the CBC or COC exam is just a high school diploma, no college degree needed. I am Huang Nguyen, the coding expert, and from my own experience, I have helped train colleagues from various departments, billing, patient transport, registration, who were looking to make a career change for better pay and more opportunities. I have created a clear step by step self study plan for them, and 90% of those who follow it passed their coding exams. Many of them are now working as coders in our hospital and other local hospitals. So, if you are struggling in your current career, jobless, or feeling like you just don't have the time or money for formal training, this podcast is for you. I am here to share my proven methods to help you pass your coding exam and take the next step toward a rewarding career in medical coding. Let's get started. First, when it comes to learning medical coding, you face the decision of whether to pursue self learning or enroll in formal training. Both have their strengths, but in this podcast, I am focusing on those of you who may not have the time or fund for traditional education. Self learning offers incredible freedom but requires discipline. Let's break down the pros and cons. First, cost effective approach. Self learning is much more affordable than formal programs, which often come with high tuition fees and extra costs. With self learning, you can access free or low cost resources like online courses, YouTube tutorials, and affordable textbooks. The main investment is your time. Second, time flexibility. Self learning allows you to study at your own pace, whether it fits your schedule. However, this flexibility requires self discipline, as there is no fixed class schedule. In contrast, formal training has a set schedule, providing structure but less flexibility. Third, instructor versus self study. One challenge of self learning is the lack of an instructor. In formal training, instructors clarify concepts and provide real world examples. With self learning, you move at your own pace and can search for multiple instructors online if needed for clarification. You can revisit topics as often as necessary. Fourth, discipline and motivation. Self learning demands a high level of personal discipline. If you are self motivated and can stick to a routine, it can be rewarding. However, if you struggle to stay on track without external accountability, formal training might be better. And it offers built-in motivation with class, quizzes, and deadlines. Both options have pros and cons, and the right choice depends on your learning style, budget, time, and motivation. If you are disciplined and enjoy flexibility, self learning could be a great fit. If you need structure and support, formal training might be the way to go. No matter your path, the key is committing to your learning journey. Now, let's dive into how to get started with self learning and position yourself for success. I walk you through a step by step plan in the next few slides. Set a study schedule. To succeed in self learning, setting a consistent study schedule is essential. Aim for 2 to 3 hours of focused study per section, at least 3 to 4 times a week. If you can, try to study every day to help reinforce the material and improve retention. Consistency is the key to making steady progress and mastering the concept. During your study time, it's crucial to minimize distraction. This means avoiding social media, turning off phone notification, and steering clear of chatting apps or anything else that might interrupt your focus. Creating a routine that prioritizes uninterrupted study time will help you stay on track and make the most of your learning sections. Next, gathering essential materials. To get started with your medical coding studies, it's essential to gather the right materials. You will need the IC10CM book, hard copy preferred, for diagnosis coding. I recommend the hard copy because it's important to familiarize yourself with the book's format, and it is also required for the online exam. You will also need the CBD4 Professional Edition from the AMA for procedural coding and the HICPICS Level 2 Books 2025 for coding supplies and services. Additionally, the IC10CM Official Guideline 2025 are crucial for understanding the rules and instructions for accurate coding. A free download link for the guidelines is provided in the description below. Don't forget your stationery essential, a notebook, pen, pencil, highlighters, and color tabs to help organize your books and notes effectively. These materials will form the foundation of your coding study and set you up for success. Also, keep a bottle of water or a cup of tea nearby to stay hydrated and help calm your mind during study sessions. Next, get to know your IC10 book. The IC10CM book is an essential tool for diagnostic coding, and understanding its structure is critical to using it effectively. The book is divided into several key sections. Volume 1, the tabular list of disease, organized code by chapters and categorized for specific condition. Volume 2, the alphabetic index, help you locate codes based on main terms and subterms. Additionally, there are specialized tables, such as table of neoplasm for coding tumors and the table of drugs and chemicals for adverse effects or poisonings. The book also includes external cause codes, which capture how and where injuries or conditions occur. The objective is to master the process of looking up a code by starting with the main term in the alphabetic index and then verifying the full codes in the tabular list for accuracy. Familiarity with this process will help you code efficiently and accurately. To navigate the book faster, you should tap its key section for quick reference during study or exams. On another note, when you take the CBC or COC exams, the format is multiple choice and the codes are already listed as options. This means you primarily work with the volume 1, the tabular list, to verify the correct code. Get to know your CBD code. Now that you have a solid understanding of the IC10CM book, let's shift our focus to another very important book that you will rely heavily on for the CBC or COC exams, the CBT book, which is essential for procedural coding. The CBT book is structured to help you accurately code various medical procedures. Key sections include the Evaluation and Management E&M section, which focuses on office visit and consultation, and the Anesthesia section, which covers codes for anesthesia service. The Surgery section is divided by body systems, detailing procedures from different specialties. The Radiology section includes code for diagnostic imaging, while the Pathology section covers lab tests and pathology services. The Medicine section encompasses a range of procedures like cardiology, immunology, and physical therapy. Additional sections include Category 2 codes for tracking performance and Category 3 codes for emerging technologies and services. The appendices offer modifiers and lists of added, revised, or deleted codes. Finally, the index helps you locate codes by main terms. The objective is master the process of looking up a procedure code using the alphabetic index and verifying it in the tabular list to ensure accurate coding. Get to know your HCPCS Level 2 book. The HCPCS Level 2 books is mainly used for coding medical supplies, equipment, and services. It contains alphanumeric codes for categories like durable medical equipment, ambulance services, and certain drugs with letters such as A, B, E, and G, representing different service types. The book also includes modifier codes, which offer additional details about procedures and service performed. You don't need to spend too much time on this book. Just focus on knowing how to verify the relevant codes for the exam, and that will be sufficient. Key areas to focus in IC10. When studying for IC10 coding, it is important to focus on key areas to ensure accurate and effective codings. Start with understanding the IC10 convention, including the basic format and guidelines for using punctuation and abbreviation. Next, familiarize yourself with the general coding guidelines, which apply to all chapters, and pay particular attention to chapter specific guidelines. Key chapters to focus on include neoplasm, which deal with cancer condition, infectious disease, covering bacterial, viral, and parasitic infections, diabetes for coding different types and related complications, respiratory conditions such as asthma and COPD, pregnancy focuses on obstetric condition and delivery codes, poisoning for toxic effects and reaction, and sepsis for infection leading to sepsis or septicemia. The objective here is to understand these guidelines and pay close attention to sequencing rules, which will help with the process of elimination during the exam. By mastering these guidelines and concepts, you will be better equipped to make the right coding choice and efficiently work through the exam. Key areas focus in CPT. The CPT book is essential for mastering procedural coding, and understanding its key section will significantly enhance your efficiency. Start by focusing on the evaluation and management E&M section, which is critical for coding office visits and patient encounters. Study the surgery section, organized by body systems, as it contains the majority of codes tested in exams. Pay attention to the medicine section for specialized services like cardiology and physical therapy, and the radiology and pathology section for imaging and lab procedures. Understanding how to use the appendices, including modifiers and updates, will help you adjust codes for specific scenarios. Finally, practice looking up codes using the index to find main terms and verifying them in the tabular list while adhering to CPT rules and guidelines. This approach ensures accuracy and confidence when coding. Hand-on learning. To enhance your coding skill, start by watching all my YouTube videos, including short on anatomy and physiology and medical terminology. Make sure to take detailed notes as you watch, but skip the IC10 PCS videos as they are tailored for the CCS exam, not the CBC or COC. Next, practice coding case study on my YouTube channel, applying the tips and strategy I provide to strengthen your coding abilities. Additionally, purchase any CBC or COC prepbook from Amazon and work through the case studies included in the book to gain hands-on practice with real coding scenarios. The objective is to learn how to read operative reports, assign the correct codes for surgeries and procedure, and remember the essential rules and guidelines to ensure accuracy in your coding. Final thoughts and next step. As you embark on your medical coding journey, remember that success comes from consistent effort and dedication. If you don't have the time or resource to attend formal training, but have the motivation and determination, self-learning is a powerful and achievable option. Many of my friends have succeeded by self-studying for their CBC and COC exam, and so can you. The key is staying focused, using the resources available to you, like my YouTube videos, prep books, and case studies, and practicing regularly. Keep in mind that even without a formal classroom structure, you can still gain all the knowledge needed to pass the exam. Stay disciplined, keep pushing forward, and don't forget to review and apply your learning to real coding scenarios. Remember, every small step gets you closer to your goal. I believe in your ability to succeed, and I am here to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, and keep watching my videos as I continue adding value to the coding community. I would like to sum it up with this quote: success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, from Robert Collier. I wish you all the best. Until next time, have a great day.